Now that we've seen what selection is about, let's go back to our algorithm for changing a light bulb. This algorithm starts with a decision on whether a new light bulb is available. If I don't have a new light bulb, then I buy a new one, and after that I continue with the rest of the steps. If I do have a new light bulb, then I simply proceed to the next step of the algorithm. Now let's look at a flowchart that visualizes an algorithm for entering a room. According to this algorithm, we first check whether the door is closed, and if it is, we open it. Then we enter the room and check whether the room is dark. If it is, we switch on the light. Finally, we close the door behind us. You can see that there are several different execution paths for this algorithm, depending on the state of the door and the lights. For instance, in the case where the door is open and the room is bright, we simply enter the room and close the door behind us. Another execution path involves the case where the door is closed and the room is dark. In that case, we first open the door, we then enter the room and switch on the light, and finally we close the door behind us. We will now have a look at the pseudocode for this algorithm. Pseudocode is a description of an algorithm that uses natural language but in a more structured form, making use of some programming constructs and conventions. Here's the pseudocode for the algorithm for entering a room. Note the use of the if and then keywords. These are the exact keywords used in the Scratch block for selection. Now let's have a closer look at that. Here is a variation of our previous program that makes the cat move a few steps, changes color, and then make a meow sound. We now want to modify this program to make the cat meow only if it's reached the edge of the stage. How do we do this? First of all, let's think about our existing program. We still want the cat to move a few steps and then change its color. What is different now is that we don't want the cat to always meow after this sequence. It should meow only if it is touching the edge of the stage. In this case, it should also bounce. So what I'll do is detach the play sound meow block from our script and introduce the if-then block from the control palette. The condition for the cat to meow is that it is touching the edge. I'll introduce the touching block from the sensing palette and put it inside the if part of my orange block, setting it to touching edge. The then part of my selection involves the cat meowing, so I'll place the play sound meow block inside the then section of this block. I will also add the block for bouncing. My revised program is now ready. The cat will move and change color, and if it is touching the edge, it will meow and bounce. In the next video, we'll discuss conditions in more detail.